Good afternoon. We are here for segment number 3 and something that Michael and I always love talking about, deals.
Yeah.
Deals. Who doesn't love a deal?
I love deals.
Love deals. So Mike, as you know, been a little bit of a tear, a little bit of a spend recently. I've burned almost through the entire $1 million.
Oh,
yes. Yep. But we're big now. We're big. So it's been a busy 90 days since the refis got completed. It allowed us to evaluate every property like we usually do, but also what we've seen is with some inefficiencies in the market, what we have seen is a number of brokers have been getting deals that they quite frankly shouldn't be getting because
they don't have experience and
right.
all of that. Yep.
Okay. Lacking experience, lacking volume. Oh, hey, I sold 12 houses last year. Great. Were any of them two units? No.
Yeah. Here's an apartment building. Sell that. Well, that's a little different. Yeah.
Right. And so largely what we've seen is their numbers have been wrong. And so what's really interesting is that I had the luxury of, and what we wanted to talk about in this video was specifically deals and offers and how I won 2 deals where I wasn't even the highest and best.
Yeah. I want to start though, just because I know where we're going here is I want people to realize what you did ahead of time. I don't know. I guess it was probably 10 weeks ago now. You started a process that wasn't fun.
Yes.
Where basically you took a bunch of assets that had low LTVs. You went back to the bank, you laddered up, you got all this cash. You essentially borrowed a bunch of money around 4%.
Yes.
Sitting in an account, being inflated away. It was going too crazy. It was going, you're crazy for doing that. And then, oh, by the way, you borrowed it for, and your lowest return is 20 something.
Yes.
I would do that deal every freaking day. Borrow it for, earn 20. The only question is how much money can I get, right? That's the only thing. So I just wanted to set that up because you did the legwork. You did the opportunity.
Yes.
You were willing to sit on the cash for a while.
Yes.
You just happened to find some inefficiencies, maybe some motivated sellers because
Yes.
the real estate slowdown is real.
It is.
It's winter in your area. It's always a little bit less busy, but yeah, it's fun to see people prepare and then actually execute. So congratulations.
I appreciate that. Yeah. And I think it's, everything, it's the opportunities there, right? We get the refi question a lot, the cash out refi question a lot.
Why would you do that? Are you kidding me? Dave Ramsey says, don't do it. You're panic debt. Dave Ramsey says that is bad.
Because I can't wait until I'm 65 to spend my retirement.
Yeah,
I can't.
exactly.
I want to live retirement now.
I want to be debt free.
Yeah. So when we look at these deals, what was really interesting about them is, to your point, so May is when I started that refi process.
And it wasn't
August,
fun. Yeah.
No, it was horrible.
Yeah.
It
Meaning
was
paperwork
horrible.
and
paperwork and it was 60 days of prep to even then get the appraiser out. And then it was a month because I asked for one appraiser. That way I could spend the day with that appraiser.
Right.
And I said, obviously I couldn't pick who the appraiser was, but I could pick that I wanted it all done in one day.
Yes.
So that we could pick.
Yeah.
And so based on that, they put the order together, they send it out to the market, they get a bunch of these bids. That's how this happens. Then basically it costs me about $5,000
and a day.
Yeah. $5,000 in a day. And then all the notification of tenants and oh my word. So we do all that stuff in August. And then finally the paperwork comes around and finally we close end of August, beginning of September. So we get our 7 figures out. We have about $1 million or so, a little over $1 million that we then have to play with. And the plan is always, like we've talked about, is to reinvest, but the criteria has changed. We're not doing good deals anymore.
Only great deals.
We're only doing great deals. And a great deal for me in my market is anything north of 16%.
And the fact that you know that is step one, right? I tell people all the time, what I'm trying to teach you to do in my course is to understand average. Why average? Because it's the easiest thing to understand. The MLS is full of average. If you can know average, and if average is 8, a good is 12 and a great 16. And if an average is 2, maybe a good is 4 and a great 6. Whatever, every market is different. But gosh darn it, go figure out average, because once you know that, you have all the power.
100%. The other thing is too, making sure that you understand, having talked to your banker, what your rate's going to be, what the down payment's going to be pre-qualified. understand every part of the game. I know what the rents are in my area. I know what those properties in that refi in September, I know what they already were refied for. I know the value of them. I know how to then use that as somewhat of a comp for the stuff that I'm buying. So I have a huge advantage over every other buyer going to look at those properties.
Yep.
But one thing about this is that speed is absolutely critical. These were MLS deals. They hit the market late at night the previous night. And the very next day, we were in there asking, okay, we know you have an open house on Saturday. It's Tuesday. Can we see it now? What's the worst they can say? No. Now, here's the thing with having an agent that you have a good relationship with that also is well thought of in the market. He can get you in there. She can get you in there.
Absolutely.
They can get you in there before that open house.
Mm-hmm.
Both of these deals, one of these deals we closed before the open house.
There you go.
They listed it for $485. A house that I have, Mike, 10 houses down, just appraised with the same exact footprint for $560.
Okay.
They missed.
Yeah. They missed it. Yeah.
They missed. They put it up too cheap.
Yep. Okay.
So
Nice.
I go in there and admittedly, I'm like, you know what? Let's just see if we can get it done at 507. That was the number I picked. I was like, because that number still kept me below $3,000 a month.
Mm.
Their rents prior to now the building, even get this, Mike, the building is vacant.
Wow. You get to put tenants in.
I get to put tenants in. And I have a list of tenants that want to go in.
I bet.
They base the number on the fact that of what they were getting for rents previously.
Oh, they didn't know rents had changed a little bit in your area. A little bit.
So my rents on this unit are $2,750 a side.
Oh,
they
Jesus.
were carrying 2,000.
Oh, 30%, 35%. Oh
Yeah,
my goodness.
big. So we're in at 507. I know that my house, 10 houses up, same exact footprint, except this one's even better. My house has a shared driveway. This has 2 separate driveways and 2 separate 2-car garages. That I believe I can ADU and add a layer on top and actually add a studio on top of each of those garages. This deal's
Awesome.
507. All in, I'm going to be under $3,000 a month with payment, insurance, and taxes. My deposit's going to be 20%. So I'm going to be about $100,000 in deposit.
Okay.
And we're going to be at, so under 29, I think 2907 is what the number is. And our monthly rents are $5,500.
Jesus. Okay.
And
What kind of, I got just one other question.
ahead,
This
please.
is awesome. So what kind of make ready? So it's vacant. Are you going to be spending any money kind of cleaning? And I mean, are we talking $5,000 just to clean and dust, or are we talking 20 grand bathrooms? What are we doing?
No, the kitchens and bathrooms are done. She actually
Oh.
added bathrooms under the stairs,
Oh my
which
goodness.
is a big thing in New England. So now it's not a 4-1, it's a 4-2, which makes it
Nice.
extremely desirable.
Oh yeah.
And it's there. These are the old classic Victorian duplexes that are 3,000 square feet. So they're 1,500 a side. So they're big, huge,
yeah.
single family, footprint type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, make ready is going to be less than $5,000 just because we'll go through and.
So you really just down payment closing costs.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. So so you put 100 in, you're going to make, let's call it 2 a month.
20. Yeah. A little more than that.
Yeah.
Even
Round numbers.
water and stuff like that. I mean, we're still talking probably 23.
Okay. So again, just simple math, 100K down, 2 a month times 12 is 24. So again, very simple yield calculations, 24%.
Correct.
Oh, dude. And you borrowed the money at 4 to do this?
Yes.
Damn. Terrible. Dave Ramsey would be upset.
Yeah. And MLS deal.
Yeah.
But we got the offer in, and I could offer more.
Yeah.
Because I knew what the property was worth and I knew what the rents could be.
There you go. Know the
And
market. Yeah.
I haven't even closed. I made one phone call to one of my corporate renters and said, hey, got a duplex, big duplex, 4-2 on each side, private driveway, garage where they can store some tools. Any interest in signing on for that? And he's like, yeah, we'll take it. It's like, sounds good. I was like, it's going to be the same price as the one over here, but I said, it's actually going to be a little bit more because it's just that much better of a location. So they're like, yeah, we'll take it. So it's already rented.
Yeah. Not even closed, already rented.
Not even closed, already rented.
I love it when that happens.
MLS deal, people. MLS deal.
Do the work. Do the work.
To make sure that people don't think it's a fluke, there was another deal also in the hopper.
Oh,
This
is
deal
awesome.
pops on the market on Tuesday. They say we're doing an open house on Saturday. This building is huge. It is a duplex, but it is a 3,600 square foot duplex. So it's 1,800 square feet aside.
Mhm.
And it's a 5-2 on each
Oh,
side.
Jesus. 5-2.
So these are the old Victorians that they do here where they're split down the middle and they're 5 bedrooms, 2 baths. So updated kitchen, one side completely renovated.
Hmm.
The other side, they're getting $2,000 a month rent. So what do? They go, you know what? 2,000 times 2.
So, this is why I love real estate. It's inefficient. And if you know what you're doing, you can crush it. You can create good deals, even when they're listed on the MLS. That is comical.
495. We went in at, or excuse me, 485 or 490 was this one. It was only a few $1,000s more expensive. That's the other thing too. People that went to this one that lost out on this one, they were after this one and I got both. And I wasn't even the top number. So what did I do to give myself the best position to win? I had a letter ready from my bank saying that I had enough funds that I could purchase this property and they would approve the loan, pre-approval.
Yep.
I sent them a bank statement showing them that I had 6 figures to be able to afford the down payment
I
without
mean, you
issue.
really had the money. You weren't just borrowing somebody else's money.
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had the money ready. It wasn't in another account. I had the money in my account with my name on it ready.
Yep.
So the money was there ready, even though inflation was going to burn me and eat at me at 6% a year.
Yeah.
I was still willing to have it sitting there and burning at me.
Me too.
And then the third thing we asked them the question like we always do, guys, what are the 3 most important things to you?
Mhm.
What was really funny is on this deal, they came back and they said, number 1 is price. Number 2 is we want the tenant on the other side to be able to stay for their lease. Okay.
Yeah. Good.
And the third thing was, inspections. If you do inspections and you bail out because of inspections, we want half your deposit.
Okay.
Well, knowing what I know, doing what I do, we were able to walk it. Instead of saying no to inspections, we said yes inspections, but just information purposes.
There you go.
That's fine. If there's
Fine.
something major that's a $50,000 problem, I don't mind losing $5,000 to walk.
Yeah.
At that point, it's a fairly good idea.
Yeah.
But what was amazing about it is they had the open house. Mike, Saturday they had the open house. Sunday I had my broker call. He said, so what do you think? Because we pulled our offer off the table because we said, if you want to do the open house, we're pulling our offer off the table.
Mm-hmm.
Had the conversation. They got 9 offers.
Okay.
9 offers. They said back to us because it was one of the top 10 brokers in this company. It was my broker. They actually knew of each other. They'd worked together on deals before. And they just basically said, okay, what's it going to take to get this done? They said, we like everything that you sent us. We believe that you guys can close. We feel the most comfortable with this offer. Here's the one thing that we need. We just need you. We need you guys to work on the number.
This number. Yeah. Okay.
We worked on the number. We came up, we were at 525. Done deal.
Nice.
3,600 square feet, 5,252 aside. My rent's going to be $3,000 a month.
10 bedrooms. Damn. Okay. There you go.
3,000 aside a month.
Do the work.
Is $6,000. So again, don't tell me that there are no deals in your area. I guarantee you will find deals if you've done the work. You know what average is. You know what good is. You'll know what great is.
Yeah.
I guarantee there are some great deals. Because in my market, you know what the inventory for multifamily, i.e. 2 to 4 multis, do you know what the inventory for that is in the 3 markets I watch?
I don't know.
7.
I was
It's now
gonna guess
7.
I was gonna guess 17. 7.
It's 7. And usually we're running at 45.
Right.
So the key here again is that we're way below inventory norms.
Mhm.
They got 9 offers from 9 other investors, but people get stuck on, well, I'm not paying that much over ask. I'm not going to pay that much over ask. Why?
Yeah. Or the
Math.
inspection issue. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Math.
Yeah.
Have a clean deal. Don't have an unsafe deal, but have a clean deal that you can at least be able to justify and say, guys, look at the numbers, look at the facts. My bank was like, wow, you're paying 35 over ask. Yep, I am. They're
Yep.
like, you think you need to get there? I said, do the math.
Yeah.
My mortgage payment with them is going to be $2,974. One side's going to cover my mortgage.
Which
The
is
other
taxes
side-
and insurance in your area
Yep,
as well.
taxes, insurance, and everything.
Yep.
So again, so Mike, if you had to give people advice based on the story that was just told, if you had to give people advice, what would it be based on what I just told you I was able to do in my market?
Well, there's a couple of things. First and foremost, it all starts with doing the work. Focus and daily discipline. Don't stop. I know the last year has been hard. No inventory, Allah. I don't care. Doesn't matter.
Yes.
I've been doing it 20 years. So can you. Second, always grow your network. Always keep moving forward. And then third, I don't want to hear there's no deals on the MLS. They're there. They're hard to find.
Yes.
They're not screaming deal, deal, deal.
Yes.
There are no blinking lights. You've got to do the work. You got to take your shots. I took 3 shots yesterday. We'll see what happens. But again, I'm taking my shots. Just figure out what the seller wants, see if you can give it to them. And if you don't get it, move on. There will be other deals.
There will be. And that's the thing is, the last deal that we closed, I think just 3 weeks ago, I was like, I don't know, that might be the end of the deals that we're going to see for a while. And then these pop up on MLS and I'm running the numbers. And I was like, then I look at who the agents are and I was like, they don't really sell multifamily. Like they mispriced. So watch for those inefficiencies in the market. They absolutely are there, but you need to be the one to identify the inefficiencies. That's why you have to do the work
Every day.
So Mike, tell everybody how they can find you, my friend.
Go to your Google search bar, type in one rental at a time. You should see YouTube, Instagram, website, books, and all kinds of good stuff.
Absolutely. As I always say, we spend a ton of time creating great content for you. Subscribe, hit the like button, check Mike out at 8 a.m. PST on Saturdays, 11 a.m. EST, where he does an hour long where he answers questions and actually has some of it as for experts also participating in the chat. Sometimes we're there because we do that as a family thing. And then 11:30 a.m. Eastern time, 8:30 Pacific on Sundays, Lumberjack Landlord right here, 3-hour live stream. And then we also record that if for some reason you're not able to make it a priority and attend, because after all, retirement early should be a priority. Mike,
I like it.
Thanks so much for the time, my friend. Have a great rest of your weekend, even though today is already Saturday.
It is already Saturday. Thanks.
Thanks, Mike.